Hey everybody, good morning. So happy to see you on this freezing cold, wet February morning. I actually did have a train. It's a rest day today, but Dave and I went out and walked for about 35 minutes. And good thing we had reflectors because we almost got hit by cars twice. So if you're out early in the morning, wear them. Let's start to jog it out. Sorry. So try, bi, and shoulder workout. So if you did my arm workout on Monday, you might still be sore. Some of those balancing exercises yesterday might also have you sore. That is the goal. You want to be sore. You do not want pain. I'm stretching it all out this morning, as you'll see. Stretch up, lean to one side, and then to the other. Yeah, I can definitely feel my abs. I could definitely feel my obliques were super sore. But again, that's what we want. That's what we're doing the work for. Rochelle, Maria, good morning. Give yourself some hugs and let's do this. The first one that we are going to do, we're going to do tick-tock, you don't stop. So go with light weights, no heavier than 5s. I'm actually going to take it really easy. My elbow was really bothering me the past couple days, so actually I'm not going to use any. I'm going to try to listen to my body and be responsible, which is not always easy for me. Okay, so 1 minute. So your feet are hip width apart. Keep that core tight. Remember, this is the center of your power. It's got to be engaged. Your upper body is totally still. So you squeeze up, tick-tock, and down. Squeeze up. So where is the power coming from? Again, the power is coming from your core and your shoulders. What I never want you doing is flinging the weights to get them up. If you're doing that, it means your weights are too heavy. So don't do that. So I've gotten a few messages. Seems like there's been an uptick the past couple weeks of people just feeling like really unmotivated, really lethargic, depressed, stressed. I think COVID has worn on all of us in such a profound way. But 10 seconds left, and I tell people you are not alone. You are in a really big boat with a lot of other people feeling the same way. So give yourself some grace, give yourself some time. Sometimes it's just good to give yourself time to feel like crap. I mean, that's really what it is. And so I want you to just understand that these feelings are supernatural, and you just gotta sometimes give yourself the time and space to work through them, but don't give yourself too long. Say, okay, I'm going to take the weekend, I'm not going to do anything. Or I'm going to take the next 5 days and not work out and just kind of be lazy. But then that's it. Put a time period on it and then move on. Next, what we're going to do, I want you to sit, put your elbow up on your knee, and I want you to actually put your other hand on your bicep, and you're going to straighten all the way and then squeeze. So we're going to do 45 seconds on each arm. So I want you to really have your hand there and really feel your bicep working. Normally I would be using 5s, maybe 8s to start, even though I don't think I'd get very far with an 8. So it really doesn't take all that long to force yourself to like get dressed and go out the door, or get dressed and turn on one of my videos. Because once you get started, you're like, oh, okay, I can do this. And then afterwards, you're like, I'm really glad I did this. So sometimes it's just that powering through and just you gotta force yourself sometimes. Squeeze, but then the more you do it, the less you feel that way. Like for me, not working out 2 or 3 days in a row, I'm like, that's awesome. I am totally fine with that. I have no problem. After that, I'm like, okay, all right, I'm I'm done. I got to do something, because your body gets used to that feeling. Same way your body gets used to being, you know, inactive and out of shape and whatever. Your body also can get used to being active, to where when you're not, it starts to weigh on you. You're like, oh, I don't like this feeling. 3, 2, 1, and done. Good job. Next, we are going to do triceps. And I would like you to sit on the ball. You're only going to use a single weight, so don't go too crazy heavy. Because of my elbow, I'm going to use a 5. If you're brand new, you can use a, if you're brand new, use a 5 like me. If you're more experienced, use an 8, a 10, even a 12 if you're really have a lot of strength. So it's up, above. Remember, if your knees are together, it's going to be harder to balance. You've got to engage those abs. You lower the weight to between your shoulder blades and squeeze up. So if you look at my elbows, they stay in the same spot. And when you do that, that is how you target your abs. If you're like going like this and moving your elbows all around, you are not doing it right. That is bad form. So those elbows stay in the same spot. So if you're wobbling all over on the ball, just open up those knees. When you need a break, take it. You guys were, oh, and look, we're done. My timing was perfect. Okay, so now we are going to work our shoulders again. You guys know I tend to fall off the ball on this run. So what I want you to do is lay down. So you know how we do a lower back exercise where we come up? With this one, we're just doing, this will hit your back too, so just be prepared. So stay a little more forward. When we're doing this, we hit more of our upper back. If you concentrate here, you're targeting the shoulders more. Now, what if you don't have a ball? If you don't have a ball, you can do Superman, where you lay on the ground and lift your arms up. Again, that hits your back more, but you'll also work your shoulders. So you'll see I'm not using any weights. If you are, you probably pretty quickly have dropped down or dropped completely. Again, we're not jerking to get the weights up. We squeeze. Woo, how are we doing? 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice work. Okay. Next one we are going to do is going to work all of them: shoulder, biceps, triceps. So you're going to stand here, feet hip width apart. You are going to squeeze up with your palms up. You're going to do a bicep curl and straighten. You're going to raise up and lower that weight between your shoulder blades like we did before. It is a comprehensive move. Do not go heavy. I'm actually not going to use anything. I'm going to try to not use anything for the next few days to give this elbow a chance to get better. You guys ready? Let's do it. Squeeze up. Remember, keep that core tight. Squeeze up, bicep curl, up, lower. So you'll hold the weights together to lower them safely between your shoulder blades. Curl. Squeeze in. Come on. Keep that core engaged. You're going to want to release it. Don't do it, please. Oh, Gosh, I don't even have weights, and this is kicking my butt. Done. Not done, just done with that particular one. Next one that we are going to do, triceps. Okay, we're gonna lay on the ground. These are tricep earmuffs. Use light weights, definitely if you're very advanced, you can use 8s. Otherwise, I would stick with 5s. If you're new or newish, you can use 2 or 3s like me. So keep those abs engaged. You're gonna lower the weights until there are earmuffs on your ears, and then you squeeze up. Okay, so you've got to squeeze your triceps to get this to the top. Same rules apply as the last tricep exercise. Your elbows stay in the same spot. You are not going like this with your whole arm moving. Nope. Your upper arm is totally stable and stays in the same spot. And that is how you target that tricep. That is how you prevent injury. If your form is all loosey-goosey, or you're using momentum to move the weights, you're going to injure yourself. So please stop immediately. I care more about form. I could give a crap if you even use weights. For the first 5-6 times you do my workouts, don't even use weights. Get your form down, because that's what's important. Because I'm not kidding. Goodness, you get hurt and it's like my elbow, I didn't hurt working out. I hurt smashing it into something really hard. And then I continued to smash it into things, which was really unfortunate. And then it finally got better. But I also was still working it out, and I should have been pulling back, so it took probably longer to heal. But then also, every time I traveled and I would pull a suitcase or roll my suitcase, it would irritate it. And I was traveling all the time. Well, once I stopped traveling so much, boom, it went away. It was fine. And then I hit it again. So recently, and hurt it, and now I'm just back to trying to take care of it. So next we're going to do idle nose. So you're going to put your feet hip width apart. Your core is tight, and you're going to say, I don't know. I don't know. My younger daughter says this a lot. I'm like, where's my, that button-down flannel, the red and black one? I don't know. And then I go look in her closet. It's balled up in the back. So squeeze those shoulders. Remember, your core is tight through every exercise we do. So I'm using 5s for this. I don't know if I told you that. You can certainly go a little bit heavier and just see how it feels. When you need a break, just take a break. If your form is good, but the burn is super intense, just take 3 to 4 seconds and take that break and get back into it. Once your form starts to falter, you drop and you pick up. We're almost done. Good job. Boom, boom, boom. You're doing great on time. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're going to do burning biceps. And I love burning biceps, and here's why. Because when you do an exercise really, really, really slowly, you are forcing those muscles to work even harder than you do in a normal rep. So feet hip width apart, your core is tight. I would stay around the 5-pound range. You certainly can start with 8s if you're more experienced. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up, and 5 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your core is tight. Your biceps are squeezing really hard. When you come down, I want full extension before you go up. Keep those elbows in. How are your weights feeling? If you can't get them up, or you feel yourself starting to kind of jerk the weights to move them, drop them, pick up lighter weights. If those are the lightest ones you have, you finish with no weights. I'm still squeezing. Okay, 2, 1, done. Oh my gosh, Kate is on. Kate is one of my longest visco fitters. Kate, I miss you. I haven't seen you on. Most people don't do my workouts live. It's just, everybody's got stuff going on. So most people do them on repeat, but I still like to come on live. I just do. Okay, next we're going to do hedge clippers. So I want you to pretend like you've got those big clippers, okay? Keep your weights light, please. And you're just going to pretend like you're chopping these bushes. So 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you squeeze those shoulders. So obviously if you're holding weights, really challenging, keep that core engaged. 1, 2, 3, squeeze those shoulders. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Take those breaks when you need to. Seven more seconds. Do not quit. Do not quit. I even have the shirt that says it. We don't quit on Visco Fit, okay? One of our mottos. One of my Visco fitters got me that. So sweet. How are we doing time-wise? How are we doing? Okay, I never set the timer, I don't think. Oh, I did. Look at me surprising myself. Okay, we're going to do one more exercise, and then we are done. You are going to lay down flat. I'm not going to use anything. You can use 5s, 8s if you're really experienced. I want your palms up, and you're going to curl in and release. Very simple exercise. You need to engage those abs because they are helping you. Squeeze those biceps. How do your weights feel? Fully extend those arms. Remember, you're going to want to skip and only go to like there before you curl back up. Nope. Go all the way, because that just means you have to work a little bit harder and go a little bit farther to complete the curl. And listen, the curl is not the only part you're working for. On the release, you're also working. I am so happy I'm getting this in. My morning's a little crazy. I actually have to run out of here in a few minutes with my kids. Oh my gosh, we're done. But, so you do what you can. You're not always going to have time to get like a full workout in or to do everything you want to do. Even if you only get 10 minutes in before you run out the door, that's awesome. It's great. You guys are the best, and I really appreciate you. Tomorrow I have a 5-mile run with Dave. Holy bananas. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Let me see. So we have to do our run, and then I have Spanish lessons. I am probably not going to get on tomorrow, because if we're running 5 miles, that's going to take us over an hour. And then by the time I get back, I'm going to have to take my kids. Like, I don't even know. If I can, I'll pop on and do like a 10-minute something. And then next week, I'm not going to be on Monday because I'm going to be traveling. I'm traveling early Monday morning, and I'm going to be gone all next week with one of my best friends in St. Thomas. Very last minute trip. Her mom was supposed to go. She can't go because of COVID. And I was like, well, I've had COVID, so I'm going with her, which is like a huge gift, and I'm so excited. And I'll probably work out from there. I don't know my schedule yet. So I'll update you guys. You're the best. Thanks for listening to me ramble on and on.